as the Seahawks and the Giants. The Giants might have found something against the Broncos, uh, but that's 1 week out of 6. I saw the 5 weeks before the Giants have looked horrible. The Seahawks haven't looked good themselves, but they've shown more life than Giants. I think the Seahawks take this behind Russell Wilson just because he's the magician himself. He's going to lead them to this win.
Now, we know how the Seahawks play in the beginning of the season. They never play good football at the beginning of the season, and they always seem to end well. So they're the team that you would say it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. This week, I feel like the Giants don't get this win because of the fact of how bad they're playing. It might be early to say this, but I feel like they're fighting for the draft pick. I mean, they might not be, but that's just how I feel like they're playing. They don't show the motivation they were showing last year when they were playing some pretty amazing football. I just feel like the Seahawks win this one out of pure ease, if you will. Not ease, but I feel like they just win this one based on the Giants' play. Next is the Bengals and the Steelers, and I'm going to go out on a limb here and say the Bengals win this one because Ben Roethlisberger's been inconsistent, but it's going to be close. It's going to be very close. It might be decided by a field goal, but I feel like the Bengals with Andy Dalton, I feel like he's not playing the best of football, but I feel like he could improve, but I feel like the Bengals just pull this one out.
The Steelers have been turmoil-fueled all season between Antonio Brown throwing the water cooler, Le'Veon Bell's holdout, Big Ben talking about retirement, the whole kneeling situation. The Steelers have been a mess, but the Bengals haven't been much better. Granted you that they've gotten a lot better since they fired their offensive coordinator and hired this new guy on. But they're just so much more talented. I really think Le'Veon Bell found himself last week against the Chiefs. I think they're just way more talented. I think the Steelers will pull this one out handily. Even though I really like the Bengals on the offensive coordinator, Alright, so the Broncos and the Chargers the next game. The Chargers have been playing some darn good football, and I think their record would be a lot better without that rookie kicker now that they cut him, but the Broncos got a bad taste in their mouth last week losing the Giants. Losing the Giants really hurt them, and I think Trevor Siemian comes back. I really like Trevor Siemian. I don't know what it is, 7th-round pick. I just hope he succeeds. And I think their defense just smothers the Chargers. It'll be a low-scoring game, most definitely, but I think Trevor Siemian has enough to pull it out. But Emmanuel Sanders being hurt hurts that. It's going to be a game-time decision for me, but right now, emotionally, I say the Broncos come back with a bad taste in their mouth, but Emmanuel Sanders is big for them. This is really a toss-up for me, but I'm going to go with Broncos right now just because of that defense.
I'm going to agree. The defense of the Broncos gives them the advantage in this game. Like you say, Emmanuel Sanders being hurt, Trevor Siemian, I don't know what he was thinking last week. He threw that pick six, which really just sealed the deal for the Giants, giving them their first win of the season. And like you said, that bad taste in their mouth, I feel like just lights a fire inside the defense, and I feel like they shut down Phillip Rivers and Keenan Allen this week. So, and Melvin Gordon, I believe, is out with an injury. So, I don't see the Chargers winning this game just because of the stout defense of the Broncos. And next, we have the Super Bowl rematch, the Falcons at the Patriots. I'm going to go with the Falcons here just because of the taste that they got from the Patriots last time. Allowing a 20-something point deficit in the Super Bowl, the biggest comeback ever, that's got to sit with you for a season. The players might not say that, but I know that sits with them throughout a season. You think about the revenge game, and that's what they have on their mind right now is revenge. So I feel like the Falcons come out and win this game, not by much, but they'll handle the Patriots this time.
It might just me being an Niners fan saying the loss of Kyle Shanahan really hurt the Falcons. He might have had that big blunder in the Super Bowl, but he really changed Matt Ryan. He doesn't look like the same under the new offensive coordinator, and I think it'll be the same conclusions did in the Super Bowl. I think the Patriots win this just because the consistency under Tom Brady. I honestly think it'll be more scoring this time because both defenses don't look good at all. But the inconsistent that is Matt Ryan in this year's Falcons offense after such a great showing last year, I think the loss of Kyle Shanahan really hurt them. The Patriots and Bill Belichick take this one just because of better coaching. It's all comes down to coaching this year. You might be surprised with the big names galore, but in my opinion, it's coaching this week. And the last game going to be the Monday night game, and I think this is going to be a darn good game. This is my favorite game to watch this week. The Eagles versus the Redskins. The Eagles look amazing. The Eagles, behind Carson Wentz, who's playing an MVP caliber season in his second season, is just playing lights out with that great defense. Then the defense is good. Behind a second-year coach, this team's coming alive. But the Redskins aren't too bad either. Their only losses this year has been to the Chiefs, who just lost their first game, and the Eagles this year. So I'm thinking the Eagles take it. I think it'll be a shootout, a lot closer than people are thinking. But I think the Eagles under Carson Wentz MVP caliber season continues this week.
You know what? I'm thinking the Redskins pull this one off in a tight game. I feel like you say, their only 2 losses come to elite teams this year. I feel like that, like the Falcons game, that taste of revenge is in their mouth, and that's what they're thinking about. The Redskins defense has been putting up some great numbers, and I feel like Kirk Cousins behind there in his contract year. I feel like he hasn't been performing as well because he's looking for that contract, maybe to a different team. But I feel like they can still pull this one out and go somewhere. So I just want to say that the Redskins win this one in a shootout, like you said, but I feel like that taste of revenge gives them the slight advantage here. All right, that's the coverage of all 14, 15 games that are there this week. And I hope that you have listened long enough to know that we know what we're talking about. And I hope that you have enjoyed and agree with our picks. If you don't, that's fine. You can tell us how you feel. But that was our predictions on this week's game matchups and how we felt.
I don't want to call us gurus, but we know what we're talking about. If you're a betting man, I want you to listen to this video because we're going to win you some money. We're pretty good. I want you to come back next week because there will be more videos. Week 7 is going to be in the books, and comment us if you disagree with us. All right, Guru signing off.